Hello, my name is Kevin, and I will be reading Captain Underpants. Uh, the reason why it was banned is because apparently it was nudity. I was shocked when I figured out that Captain Underpants was banned because I read a lot of the series when I was little. It's a 10 series book, and let me start. The Adventures of Captain Underpants, the first epic novel by David Pickle. Chapter 1. George and Harold. Meet George Bird and Harold Hunchkins. George is the kid on the left with the tie and the flat top. Harold is the one on the right with the t-shirt and bad haircut. Remember that now. George and Harold are best friends. They had a lot in common. They lived right next door to each other, and they were both in the same 4th grade class at German Hartwards Elementary School. George and Harold were usually responsible kids. Whenever anything bad happens, George and Harold were usually responsible. But don't get the wrong idea about these two. George and Harold were actually very nice boys. No matter what everyone else thought, they were good, sweet, and lovable. Well, okay, maybe they weren't so sweet and lovable, but they were good nonetheless. It's just that George and Harold each had a silly streak a mile long. Usually, that silly streak was hard to control. Sometimes it got them into trouble. And once I got them into big, big trouble. But before I can tell you the story, I have to tell you this story. Chapter 2. Treehouse Common, Inc. After a hard day of cracking jokes, pulling pranks, and causing mayhem at school, George and Harold liked to rush to the old treehouse in George's backyard. Inside the treehouse were 2 big old fluffy chairs, a table of cupboard crammed with junk food, and a padlock crate filled with pencils, pens, and stacks of paper. Now Harold loves to draw and George loves to make up stories, and together the two boys spend hours and hours writing and drawing their own comic book. The reason why I like reading Captain Underpants is because it's very funny, and if you want something to cheer you up for the day, you should read this book, and that's all.